Ladies and gentlemen, Patrice O'Neill. Patrice, help.
Patrice.
Help me. Help me.
Good morning.
What's up, Patrice? How are you?
O'Neill.
I'm doing pretty well, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing. Most of us are doing pretty well.
Not so good.
Two of us are good. One not so good.
Not so good.
Well, I didn't think he was going to win at all. I didn't invest in this. I didn't think he had a chance. Mm-hmm. I think sitting here watching this, he's the chosen one, really.
See? This is the mentality. This is the mindset of Black America.
Let me tell you why.
The chosen one. They're using words like Jesus.
No. Wait, I'm not using it in the same context as some other people might be using it. I'm using it by the fact that he shouldn't have made it past the day he said, I'm going to run for president. This guy is super black.
He's right place, right time guy.
His name is Barack. There's a lot of variables that's going on right now.
Yeah.
One, his name is not even Cliff Jackson. If it was Black Clifton Watson running for president, he couldn't win. This guy's name is Barack Hussein Obama. This guy has a black wife, and I don't mean her skin color. I mean her mouth.
Uh-huh.
He has black preachers. This guy is super black in this country running up until this point. All they could find on him, which was the most important thing, was Jeremiah Wright. They blew that. Now they're scraping. This is why I'm starting to believe he's going to win. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel now, talking about his auntie lives in the projects. It's getting pathetic. Second,
his deported illegal alien auntie is living in the project.
Go ahead, go get him, Tiger.
For 4 years on the government.
Go get him, Tiger.
For 4 years on the government till.
Anthony, do you realize?
4 years on the government till.
As much as I respect you,
Yes, sir.
you sound like a raven, scared lunatic.
That's what I am. Thank
Now,
you.
good. I'm glad you're being honest. Now, here's the other variables that might make him win. One, I'm learning about this electoral college.
Uh-oh.
He is not going to win the popular vote, but he's going to win this electoral college thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to win that. And if he wins that, of course, that's when it'll all change. In 2012, we won't hear about electoral colleges anymore. It'll change up.
You think they'll change it?
Oh, yeah, they'll change the system. No longer. That won't exist anymore. Two is here's the white people that I didn't think existed, but I've been doing a lot of thinking about it. I don't believe in white people in general to do anything that has to do with being right towards black people. But
you better, because he's going to win that way.
Wait a minute, but here's the white people I'm dependent on. Mm-hmm. Racism is so frowned upon in America right now.
Yep.
That even if you are racist, you're so afraid to be called one that you will self-police your racism. Most white people are so afraid to be a racist that even if they have an opportunity to be racist, they're going to be too scared to be that.
Yep, it's called walking on eggshells. I call it that all the time.
And it's not white guilt. It's not that, we love black people so much. It's a paranoia of losing something. So let's say you vote for McCain and McCain wins. You're so afraid to be the person that voted for McCain that you're going to vote for Obama to think in some crazy Peckerwood way that this is going to end racism for you. But you know what? I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take that. This dude's going to win the presidency.
I understand that. And Patrice, what I was saying earlier is kind of what you're saying now. I am no longer going to walk on eggshells. I'm no longer going to watch what I say. I'm not going to be offended. Like, I don't walk up to Italian Americans and Irish Americans and just blurt out racial epithets toward them. But I am not walking around on eggshells anymore in front of black people. They have attained the presidency of the United States, and now we're all even. We're all even.
Not even, but
we're all even.
Why you think you're even? But this gesture that white people think they're going to do to make themselves feel better is not really to make themselves feel better. It's to say, look, I can't be what I want to be. They're going to still be racist. It's just that this gesture that puts a black man in office, they think it's going to make up. Are you saying if he becomes president tomorrow that racism was here today and now it's gone tomorrow?
I'm saying it wasn't as big as all the black people thought it was. This country is not as racist as you guys still think it is.
It's because of situations like...
Don't make excuses for the fact that racism is going away in America. You're making excuses. You know something? Whitey will never win. That's what it is. Whitey will never be given credit for actually accepting black people in your community. You'll always look at us as the devil. You'll always look at us as the bad guy. You can't even accept this. You can't even accept this.
That's an arrogant word to accept.
You're being arrogant.
What do you mean accept me? I accept you.
What?
Exactly. Do you hear the words you use?
Yes.
It's accepting and this and that. This just because you getting ready to vote, not you, but your traitorous white friends who are going to vote for Obama.
Yes.
Because they think that this is going to exonerate everybody from racism. Here's the problem, and here's what makes it unfortunate, that I have a degree in white folks. I told you this.
Well, I got one in black folks.
Ready? White racism, according to white people, is gone already. Covert racism exists. There's no more dogs and hoses for the most part and lynchings, but now it's this magical thing that you can't prove, that you kind of gotta know it's there.
Yeah, it's
I have to, only white people I can depend on now are you, in terms of being honest, are you and a couple of dudes that drive a pickup truck in Alabama are the only white people I can depend on to be honest about race.
There's so much covert racism. There's so much covert racism that a black guy is going to be president tomorrow.
But you got to understand what I'm saying, Anthony. It's self-police. It's paranoia.
You're more paranoid about this than I am. It's paranoia on your part. You can't accept the fact.
Make y'all afraid of racism. You did. It's a white civil war right now.
You can't accept the fact. Why can't you just accept that there is less racism overall in this country, and that's how this man is able to be elected president?
That this guy.
Now it's got to be secret racism that we don't see. How about it's just not there anymore?
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're not gonna get that. And I'll make sure nobody is gonna get after white people. You can't get off that easy.
Never. Never. We'll never get off because we'll always be the oppressor and the devil, no matter who's in charge. They could have states, 50 states full of black governors, a black president, a black Congress and Senate, and we'd still be the sons of bitches that screwed you over 500 years ago. Joe, please, Patrice.
Listen, your statement just now explains to you why there's racism. I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, God, I can't win.
Your Anthony Cumia, your family came here, what, a couple of years ago?
I don't know, maybe great-grandfather.
Okay, a couple of years ago.
That's 1850. No,
right at the Statue of Liberty time.
Yeah.
You guys were being called wops.
Yeah.
Without papers.
Exactly. Without papers.
Why somebody, great built the country, but the fact that your skin color is a certain way makes you believe that when I say white, I mean you. I don't mean you.
Patrice, it's
You're
not
my oppressor.
God
We're talking
damn it.
about, this is what the facts are. You believe yourself to be white because you're in this country. Do you understand what this country does? That I'm black because I'm in this country. You're white because you're in this country. But you have nothing to do with slavery. You're an immigrant.
Yeah.
And you still think you're white.
What do you have to do with slavery?
Exactly.
So why keep the friggin' subject rolling for another few hundred years?
Oh, well, you know what? It's all our fault. It's black people's fault. We just keep it going. We just keep racism going. We keep these plunges going. We keep these hangings going. We keep these dragons going. We keep all of this going.
There are what are labeled hate crimes all over the country, and that won't stop. It doesn't necessarily mean there's this overall racism anymore that is keeping you down.
So if there's 200 million white folks in this country, how many of you think are not racist? And it amazes me
a hell of a lot.
How much white people think they're not racist.
I'm surprised at the lack of racism in this country. I'm surprised.
You're right.
And I'm surprised at it.
Of the lack of it?
Yes, the lack of racism against black people. I'm very surprised.
There's only a few white guys left that really will talk honestly about being racial. I'm not even going to say racist, about being racial. It's only a few left. The rest pretend. They don't even say it in front of their friends no more because they don't know. Look at Dog the Bounty Hunter. He said the N-word, and that's another thing. White people are amazing. You devised a statement called the N-word, right? Which I didn't hear the word nigger as much as I hear N-word.
Right.
I don't even hear, in general conversation, N-word. And it's a cool, smooth way to be able to say it. White people don't. Let me tell you something.
That wasn't a planned thing. We enjoyed saying the real word, for Christ's sake. Yeah, believe me. It became something we had to say based on people getting pissed.
The real word was a home run.
Boy.
No one has racial... Anthony, nobody... White people are liars about race, man.
So are black people, for Christ's sake.
How am I lying about race? I give it to you straight.
You're not you so much, because again, you do have a degree in white people, but I have a degree in black people.
Exactly. I consider you to give it straight. I consider Norton to give it straight. I consider Opie to give it straight. But the average white person will not admit to being a racist.
Here's how black people, Patrice, here's how black people are a little dishonest about race. We're a little deluded. You know how white people don't see all the institutionalized racism, or covert, if you want to call it? Well, black people at times see it where it doesn't exist. Yes. I mean, there's times where it sounds like black paranoia, and then you realize, wow, this girl really did carve a B in her own face and blame a black guy. So it's not all paranoia from blacks. But there are things that are just legitimately black fault, that it's become a very safe thing to go, white people, and nobody will call them out on it. So.
Absolutely.
Is it racist? Okay, can I ask you?
Absolutely. I believe that, Norton, because that's one of my problems with our black leaders, is that right now black people are reactive. We're just sitting around, and all we do is wait for white people to do something wrong so we can march. We have no agenda. This situation gives us a different agenda. It might help the country. A lot of black people are going to be delusional and think racism is over. Those are the people I got to talk to. But there's going to be, to see a black president, all the black people who are the ones who don't know where to go, don't know how to think, they might just look at the black president and say, you know what, let's do right by the black president. Let me stop robbing banks. Let me stop hiding in the bushes waiting to home invade Anthony's house so that, we can make the president proud.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good thing, Anthony. Just pay your taxes for a minute, hide in the house, dig your hole, buy a whole bunch of cans of soup, and just wait it out for 4 years, man.
I understand. And you know something? What you said made a lot of sense. I absolutely think that to bring yourselves up to the level that Obama has. He's president, and now to be respected and respectable in your communities will be a great thing for an example for the rest of this country to look at and say, wow, you know, seeing a black president really did change the mindset of a lot of people in the community. But I don't see that happening because I'm educated in the ways of black people. Why do you think, Patrice, let me ask you a question. Why do you think in a place like Detroit, and do you think it's racist for an Asian restaurant to put bulletproof bank glass in between the customers and them?
Look, it's something they got to do.
And why do they have to do it? Is it because exactly. Now, why won't that stop? And are those people? Did they put the glass up because the people are black, or because the people will rob them?
Probably 99.9 because they're black, because they didn't.
Oh, stop! They probably were robbed. They were probably robbed many times by black people before they put the glass up, and then they were judging them again on the content of their character. They coming in and they're robbing them. So you got to put up the glass. How is that racist?
Let me ask you this: if McCain wins, does racism still exist?
Oh yeah.
So right now, the fact that if Obama wins or McCain wins is the deciding factor on whether racism exists in this country.
No, I was kidding when I said, oh yeah. Believe me. No, I think racism, of course it still exists and it's going to be around on both sides. The thing is, it's not as prevalent as you people seem to still think it is.
It's not overt.
No, just because it's gone doesn't mean it's hiding. Jesus, you're always looking around a corner for racism.
Anthony, at what point was there? I was born in 1969. Not a year after Martin Luther King got shot for what he was trying to do. When everybody was getting shot. Kennedy, it was just assassinating people, but it was the climate of racism there. Now, are you saying to me that from then to now, it's changed so much that this country is healed from the fact that I can't drink water out this fountain or whatever the case may be?
I think it's a little bigger than drinking water.
Is all we are saying is give peace a chance? All of a sudden, we're wonderful?
In those years, you got a black president tomorrow. What are you talking about? Of course it changed.
You know what you did? It's like...
Of course it changed.
Like y'all gave us, it's like a winning lottery ticket. This is our reparation.
That seems to be what I'm seeing when I see interviews.
This is here, y'all, finally shut up. Are you out your mind?
No, what I'm saying is, so you asked me, you think things have changed that much in that period of time. Do you honestly think a black man could have even been considered for president back then? And now, tomorrow, there will be one. So what changed?
You know why?
What changed?
It was socially acceptable to say, I will never vote for this, whatever the word of the day is going to be. I'll never vote for him. And you can say it out loud, and then to celebrate not vote for him, you can go hang 5. That's what the country was. But now you can't be that. It's a self-policing. It's not righteousness. It's just self-policing.
But Patrice, you don't give enough credit for people like a generation removed. You don't acknowledge enough, I think, of the fact that people are not always just self-policing and self-interest and just hiding what is racism.
Very true. Look,
that people really do feel that way. A lot of people like this guy.
Well, I am generalizing, Norton. You're right, because, look, if slavery wouldn't have been over without help of a lot of white folks, and this is dangerous what I'm doing now, I'm giving white people credit. You helped us with slavery. A lot of white abolitionists, man. Black people could not get to where we are to this point without the help of some really decent, good white people. But the fact of the matter is, and I've said this a million times, the thing that separates us from the Jews is they have a villain that they don't have to look at every German like they're whack. All we have left from racism is our so-called freedom and white skin. That's it. We don't know who to say is a good person.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. It was people hundreds of years ago that took ships over there and took your ancestors and brought them here. That's the villain, the enemy, not the people walking the streets today and voting in a president tomorrow or later today, whatever.
Coming from the voice of a frothing at the mouth psychopath racist.
Look in the mirror.
Well, look, I'm gonna try to put if every black person gets 4 "Don't Kill a White People" card, I know I'm gonna use 3 on.
Okay.
And you know what? A lot of Jews. There's a guy calling and saying, "I'm a Jew. I'm not voting for Obama." A lot of Jews won't vote for Obama because of his policies on what they feel on Israel.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of guys who aren't going to vote for Obama for different reasons. Just black. A lot of people do feel like he's very socialist, and you can't even really argue. He is a little more socialist than a lot of other Democrats.
I can't argue. See, this is where you'll always beat me because I am not arguing his politics. Right. I'll lose every time. I want to see the black president. I just made it simple.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about his politics and his homeless aunt and the fact that he hangs out with terrorists. I don't know. I want to see the black president.
You want to see the black president?
I'm just being honest. And you don't want to see the black president. At least you're being honest about that. I want to see him. You don't want to see him. What are you going to do?
We are of the same mindset on opposite ends of the spectrum.
All right. I mean, look, white people, you are 101. Your record is impeccable. This might be your first loss. Just deal with it.
Nah, Vietnam was. The record has not been as good since the 60s. I'm telling you, the record has gone downhill since Vietnam.
And the Pats have taught us that one loss could mean everything. So let's not forget that. All right,
right on that one. Oh, damn!
All right, let's thank the word of the day for calling our show today.
Patrice.
Thank you.
Hey, Opie.
Patrice, give white people a little more credit.
Why aren't you returning my text messages about this wedding?
Because this is no one believes me. My phone, I got a new phone that diverts my old calls to this new phone, but I can't get text messages if you're texting my old phone.
I'm sending,
All right.
to this wedding, man.
Well, hold on the line, because you change your number every other week. I want to make sure I got your right.
You don't want a black guy.
It's a little late, but we're
I invited a black guy to my wedding.
You don't want a black guy at your wedding.
Actually, I didn't even invite Earl, so you're the only one, Patrice. Wait, let me think.
Hey.
I got an Uncle Tom, though. He'll be there.
Oh.
For real, he's an Uncle Tom.
Hey, Patrice, can I tell you something off the subject as we're wrapping up here? The down and dirty thing, can I just tell you that you almost doubled in the last episode what everybody else did?
Sweet.
Wow. Doubled what?
The ratings, viewers. Not quite doubled, but you almost doubled. I would say you 40%ed higher. Yours was the final episode.
That was the white people trying to show their covert racism.
Look, man.
A lot of people watched and liked you.
That's very cool.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad that helped.
Me too.
It was a pleasure.
All right.
Hi, fellas.
Well, Patrice, I hope we're never like the blue and the gray, where one goes off to one side, one goes off the other, and we have to meet on the field of battle.
And I will kill you as fast as I
can. All right, my friend.
Patrice, I'm calling you in between shows.
Okay.
It's Halloween, y'all.
Patrice O'Neill, everyone. Hey, Patrice, you promoting anything? Is he gone? All right.
Promoting Obama today. That's it.
So
that's all it's about.
Is it true we got the Hercules squad out and about in New York today?
Yeah, they're some of the big cities across the country have been bolstering their police presence just in case of any what I like to call shenanigans.
Right.
Either way, who knows what's going to happen either way with this election.
There's going to be some celebrating. I don't know if it's going to be like Detroit Pistons type celebrating, but
I don't know if Obama
somewhere in between.
When Obama wins, I don't know how much unrest there's going to be. They'll be celebrating, and sometimes celebration turns into looting, turning cars over, and starting fires.
You got to burn at least one car. Come on,
you got to flip them over.
There's going to be at least one.
But if by a slim chance McCain does win, batten down the hatches. You will absolutely not see me coming to work tomorrow because I will not get near a major city.
Right.
And I think New York City's one.
Hey,
I will keep in my house with my lights dimmed, in the basement.
Kind of like what I did during Halloween.
Locked and loaded.
Kind of like what I did for Halloween when all the kids were ringing my doorbell and I realized I forgot to go get candy.
Yeah.
Uncle Paul. I'm going to the turret tomorrow if there's a problem.
We have to take a break. Why don't we go around the room? You don't have to answer this question if you don't want to, but I want to know who everyone's voting for.
All right.
Or if you were voting. I'll be honest. I'm not going to vote today. If I was to vote, I would vote Obama.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy?
Good. There's one less.
Jim Norton.
Barack Obama. The reason I can't vote, I honestly didn't realize the registration date had passed.
Yeah.
That was just a stupid error. But Obama, absolutely.
Two less votes.
Anthony McCain.
I'm voting McCain, of course.
Stunt Brain, we've never asked you, but I would assume McCain guy, right?
Absolutely.
It won't matter in this state.
Yeah, it really won't.
Yeah, I understand that. Who's your guy?
Every vote counts. Ugh.
Who's your guy?
I'm going to vote for John McCain.
Okay.
Because I want Sarah Palin as my president.
Yep.
Let's go to the alcoholic. Danny,
really?
who would you vote for?
Well, again, I do agree that this state, it doesn't really matter, but if I was to vote today, it would be for McCain.
All right. What about E-Rock and some of the other guys? Wow, wait a minute. We're outnumbered all of a sudden, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Just like that. Travis, McCain, or you could just... McCain or Obama?
I don't
know.
What does my dog say?
E-Rock?
I already voted McCain.
Did you?
Wow, 4 McCain, 3 Obama so far.
He said Obama?
Yes, Travis said Obama.
Of course he did, because he doesn't
Lisa
make
says
any money.
Obama. The boss
not
says,
even a goddamn American.
the boss says Obama, so Dummy says Obama.
Yeah.
Oh. Steve?
Obama.
What?
Yes.
Steve?
I'm going to guess why.
Okay.
Because Steve runs a website allegedly that's easy to navigate, and the people who give you the most crap are probably the conservatives. They're the ones who are the biggest threat to what you do.
No, gay marriage.
Yes, I want to move to Massachusetts and become a whole person.
Outside of gay marriage, the next thing they go after is websites. Yes.
Good one.
It's an easy target for the conservatives. So, yes, Obama.
So what do we got, 4 and 4?
Yeah.
Sam is the deciding vote?
Oh, God.
Oh, you think they're going to go after nwordmania.com?
Sam.
Oh, Jesus.
Sam.
Buy it.
Obama or McCain?
Who are you voting for?
I like you.
Oh, God, you kiss ass.
You got your own kiss asses around here.
I
Who you
do
kidding?
not.
Who is it?
Obama.
You don't care, right?
No, I don't care.
No, who would you really vote for?
I'll probably vote for McCain.
Yeah, thank you.
You probably would?
Yeah, I probably will.
Would you?
Yeah.
Wow, I would have guessed Obama.
I would have
My mother's fiance, my baby's father. I'm just watching a little Maury. Oh, yeah, what a surprise. Here we go. Is this a polling place?
No, it's Maury.
Oh, it's Maury? Oh, I thought this was polling.
Well, this show, 5 votes for McCain, 4 for Obama. Now Derek, who doesn't really count because we only see him half the day, he's doing McCain too. So now we got 6 to 4. 6 to 4. McCain over Obama.
You have to look. The demo that we're looking at here is a little weird. You're not really getting an accurate cross-section of society. You're getting people that work in a certain industry. We work in entertainment.
Sure. A lot of younger... Well, we have a lot of young guys that work for us, and a lot of them are voting for McCain.
I think a lot of them are influenced by my blatant overt racism that they hear on a daily basis. That might have... Jesus Christ.
You're crazy if you don't tune in this show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's aneurysm
I won't
day.
be here.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I just want to panic everybody. I'll be here. I just want everybody to miss me.
Well, like I said, if certain things happen, I won't be here.
Yeah.
I'll.
Well, Jimmy, I hate
I'm
your
staying
guts.
home.
All right. Well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.